stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' bright glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Congratulations to the Brooklyn College class of 2020. You're making history today, and that's something worth celebrating. And there's never been a better time to try and make the world a better place.
Congratulations, class of 2020. We are so proud of you and what you have achieved. I know this isn't exactly the graduation you and your families had expected, but it is graduation. You are graduates of Brooklyn College, so celebrate and enjoy this wonderful, wonderful accomplishment. We need you, awesome graduates of Brooklyn College.
A big shout out to all the Brooklyn College graduates. We're all so proud of you, especially my daughter who's out there with you. My name is Beth Evans and I'm a librarian, and I hope very much I had a chance to work with you while you were learning at Brooklyn College. Please take these library values with you as you move forward. Reuse and share. You got a great education at Brooklyn College. Use it, share it every chance you get.
Hello, dear class of 2020. Congratulations on surviving the ordeal of this spring. And as awful as it seems now to have to conclude in this way, with 2020 hindsight, you will realize you were part of a memorable year that everyone will be able to identify. Good luck in the future.
This is Charles Hain, Program Director of the Fierstein Graduate School of Cinema. Congratulations, Brooklyn College class of 2020.
I want to extend my warmest congratulations to the graduating class of 2020. You guys are awesome. If you can complete college in the middle of a pandemic, I think there's no limit to what you're capable of. You have lots to look forward to, and I'm wishing you all the best.
Congratulations, poets.
I hope for you in life that you always remember who you are and continue to search for the joyful, authentic self and the gifts that you will bring to the world and all those that you will impact, yourself, your families, and the life that you lead. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Congratulations to the 2020 graduating art education cohort. You have earned your degree. You can be proud of it. You will be doing great, and congratulations also to your family, your friends, and your loved ones.
Hello, this is Don Buchwald, graduating class 1959. Congratulations to all Brooklyn College graduates 2020, with 2020 vision for a wondrous future. Brooklyn College has helped make us bold. We have a virtual graduation. The greatest virtue is courage. Can't have too much of that going forward. My best to you, to your loving parents for their great support. Congratulations to you all.
Congratulations to the class of 2020. You've worked really hard to achieve this honor.
Best of luck in your future. We hope you have many successful years ahead of you and all your dreams come true. Good luck.
Good luck. Woohoo!
Congrats, teachers! To the graduates from our bilingual ed programs, emergent bilinguals need your passion more than ever. Take the time to enjoy the fruit of your sacrifices and hard work here at Brooklyn College. I am proud of each and every one of you. Felicidades, Gonchi, Mabruk, congrats, class of 2020.
Congratulations, class of 2020, on your wonderful achievement.
Congratulations to the BC class of 2020. You have finished the last semester with many unexpected challenges brought by COVID-19. You made it. You are our warriors. I'm very proud of you. My PhD advisor said at my commencement that commencement is not the end of one's educational journey, but the beginning of lifetime learning in the real world. With a degree from Brooklyn College, now you can go to show the world your ambition, your talent, and just as important, your excellent interpersonal skills.
Congratulations to the amazing, brave, and resilient graduates of 2020. There has never been anyone like you. And to my awesome psychology students, I am so proud of you. Congratulations to you all.
Brooklyn College 2020 graduates, you are amazing. You went to school while working, some while taking care of kids and elders. Your professors, families, and communities are so proud of you. Your life is yours. This moment reminds us to live fully while we can. Congratulations.
Hello to Brooklyn College. This is Senator Chuck Schumer, and it's my honor to address the faculty and staff, families and friends of the graduates, but most of all, you, the class of 2020. As we all know, these are really difficult times, perhaps more difficult than most of us have ever experienced. Our society will overcome this pandemic, and so will you. And when the worst is over, we'll need your help to rebuild our country even stronger than it was before. You are our future leaders, and we have faith in you. So to the graduates, I say once again, congratulations, good luck, Godspeed.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul. On behalf of Governor Cuomo, myself, and the entire state of New York, I want to offer my heartfelt congratulations to the class of 2020 and to all the people, your family, your friends, your professors, who helped you make it here today. You made it. I have to say this is not the graduation speech I planned to deliver, just like this is not the graduation ceremony you expected just a few short months ago. But as you have learned already, the ability to adapt is a survival technique that each of you have had to perfect. You are now entering into a world which has been radically altered. Forces beyond our control have changed our economy, our society, and indeed have changed each and every one of us. You are now bonded with others from the class of 2020 across the nation in a shared moment of history that will define a generation. I can guarantee that at your 50th reunion, you'll be talking about what you endured, the sacrifices you made, the loss of connection to your classmates and your professors. And you had the additional hardship of finishing your education through enormous stress. But through it all, missing the final days with your friends and the celebration of graduation, you endured. And it is that endurance, resiliency, and a toughness, coupled with the compassion and newfound appreciation for people in all walks of life, from healthcare workers to grocery store cashiers to countless fellow citizens who selflessly rose to meet the occasion. All this has built a foundation for your character that will serve you for as long as you live. It may not feel like it yet, but your experience surviving the global pandemic of 2020 is a rock upon which you will measure all future challenges, setbacks, and whatever life throws your way. Just like the greatest generation who endured and survived the Great Depression and World War II, you and members of your class have had the potential to be the generation held in esteem and awe for your grit and your spirit of determination that got you to this graduation today. And this will carry you forward into a world of uncertainty, yet a world of possibility. In history class, you heard how the greatest generation led many to achieve the elusive American dream. Now your country is turning to you, our next generation, for inspiration and hope as we define our legacy and look toward a more just and civil society. So more than just earning the right to wear a cap and tassel on your head, you have earned the right to wear the mantle of responsibility on your shoulder that comes with what you've accomplished, despite all the unimaginable adversity that you overcame. Class of 2020, as the curtain of social distancing and isolation begins to lift and we venture out from this period of darkness, I challenge you to define the new American dream as we collectively search to learn lessons from our shared experience. Use your newly acquired education and your passion to be a catalyst to shape our post-pandemic society in one that promotes generosity, love, and kindness. That's exactly what this world needs right now, and you can lead the way. Congratulations.
Hello, Brooklyn College, class of 2020. What a pleasure to see all of your faces here today. My name is Assemblymember Rodneyce Bichart, and I am honored to be here with you celebrating the achievements that you have made. I would like to thank President Michelle Anderson for her exceptional leadership of this institution, one of the great pillars of New York City and this district, and happy to say my district. I would also like to acknowledge each and every educator that makes up the team who supports the students that are our future. I know firsthand this is an exceptional institution, and I'm proud to say that my very own goddaughter, Niles Marthone, who is amongst the graduates here today, have reaped the benefits of learning under these magnificent educators. Class of 2020, this is a big day for you. A day when you can walk beyond the Brooklyn College gates into the future that you have been looking forward to and planning for. It is a moment to reflect on the hard work that you have put in, the knowledge that you have gained, and the ways in which you will now apply them. When you chose higher education, you are choosing an opportunity to further develop your mind, your thought process. College provides an opportunity for intellectual independence. The assignments you receive from your professors are meant to stimulate your thought process. And this is all done to prepare you to lead us into the future. Now, I know many of you are saying, I wanted to come to college to get a degree so I can get paid. Well, that degree will give you the advantage and get you that interview. It is your thinking that will get you the job. Moreover, it is your thinking that will change the world. And we hope for the better. I want to congratulate each and every one of you on your success in completing this phase of your life and of your education. I salute you. I wish you well, and I look forward to what you have planned for our future. Congratulations, class of 2020. This is Assemblymember Rodneyce Bichart.
What's up, everybody? Graduates, congratulations. This is an awesome day for you. I know this is an unusual graduation, but it's a graduation nonetheless. As you know or may know, Brooklyn College holds a special place in my heart. I spent 11 years there as a student getting my bachelor's and my master's. And then sometime after, I spent almost 10 years representing it in the city council. You've made this day possible. You've toiled, you've sweated, you've sacrificed, you may have even proven some people wrong, and you made it. So be sure to take some time to thank the people who helped get you to where you are. You know, obviously, we're in a new world, in a new space. You're not the leaders of tomorrow, you're the leaders of today. And you have the tools that you need to get us where we all need to go, because you got a Brooklyn College graduation. Now, if you're like me when I graduated, there's a few of you who are sitting there wondering if you should be here. You're wondering if you should be celebrating before you may have handed in that last paper, maybe even taken that last class. I'm going to tell you what my dad told me when I wondered the same thing. He said, you think about that later. Today is a day to celebrate how much you've achieved, how much you've gone through. So just take a moment in this space where we're celebrating alone together to just be thankful of how far you've come. You got a Brooklyn College diploma. That is the best diploma that you could have. I'll tell you that. They say sometimes Brooklyn College is the poor man's Harvard. I always say that Harvard is a rich man's Brooklyn College. Congratulations, peace and blessings, love and light. Talk to you soon.
I felt as though the funerals would never end. As the days went on, I heard about more and more of my friends and associates who died. I'm not talking about COVID-19. I'm talking about the dark days that followed 9/11. When the two planes crashed into the World Trade Center, many New Yorkers felt that there wouldn't be a tomorrow. They were afraid to leave their homes and even more afraid to fly again. The entire country and world was looking towards New York to see how we would respond to one of the worst major attacks on U.S. soil in our history. But something amazing happened on 9/12. We got up, teachers taught, builders built, and merchants opened their stores. We showed the globe what we were made of. Through our display of endurance, the entire country found the courage to continue on. We are here again. No, COVID-19 is not terrorism, but it is terror. The virus has traumatized our city and nation. New York City is the global epicenter of the virus, and Brooklyn is at that center. The number of funerals seem endless, and many of us know someone that has lost a loved one or experienced the disease themselves. But there is something I know that many people have forgotten. You are the 9/11 generation. Just as the Pearl Harbor generation gave us a model for national resilience, you are defining our determination. My mom said, if you have the fortune to live long enough, you will have the misfortune of experiencing pain. The question becomes, how do you turn pain into purpose? Today, you are answering that question by graduating in the midst of all of this pain. This is a purposeful moment for you. With the skills that you have acquired, we are going to rebuild our city and country. Those of you who learn technology will create a new type of breathing device that will address the ventilator shortage. Those of you who study medicine will develop ways to prevent diseases rather than simply treating symptoms. Those who are psychology majors will address the mental health aspects of trauma. Those who are humanities majors will tell us what this period in history means and what we can learn from it. In every aspect of this painful moment, you will find your purpose. And in that, our country will find its purpose. These masks and gloves will not define us. As your Brooklyn Borough President, I am proud of you, and we are ready to face obstacles together. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, what impedes us empowers us. Graduates, you are empowered, and you will use what you've learned to empower others. God bless you, your family, and our country.
Hi, I'm Councilmember Farrah Lewis, proudly representing the 45th Council District, which includes the beautiful campus of Brooklyn College. I hope that you and your families are in good health. I wanted to take this time to address the class of 2020 on what would have been Commencement Day, an occasion that many of you looked forward to celebrating your success after years of hard work and perseverance. You have made tremendous strides and sacrifices to make this day a reality, enduring sleepless nights to pursue your education, all while working or raising a family. Although your stories and struggles may differ, together you persisted and crossed the finish line as graduates, eager to make a difference in the global economy. On behalf of the 45th Council District, I applaud you all for never giving up and for inspiring others to be like you, to dream, to achieve, and to exceed all expectations. This is your moment. This is your milestone, and I am proud of you all. I want to also take the time to thank President Michelle Anderson for her leadership, as well as the entire faculty and staff for their pivotal role in creating a safe environment where all students of all ages and abilities can not only learn but excel. Thank you as well to parents and families for your unconditional love and support to our graduates all year round. I wish nothing but the best for the class of 2020. And remember, if you can make it through the global pandemic, you can make it through anything. Good luck.
Hello to all of you, and thank President Anderson for inviting me to this very special ceremony. On behalf of the entire CUNY community, I am thrilled to extend my enthusiastic congratulations to a very special graduating class, the resilient and persevering Brooklyn College Class of 2020. Please give yourselves a big round of applause. You need to do better. I cannot hear you. Okay, thank you. Like all of you, I wish we could be celebrating your wonderful achievement together, in person, in a grand setting, with all the pomp and circumstance that I know you and your families have looked forward to. We will do it as soon as the circumstances allow us to. For now, though, I'm grateful for this virtual gathering and honored to be part of it. This celebration might be virtual, but the milestone it signifies is very, very real. Even without a procession in caps and gowns, nothing can diminish the power of this moment in your lives, and nothing should dampen the pride you feel in getting here. Quite the opposite. I know what it took. I know how you had to rise to the occasion to arrive at this very special moment of your life. It goes without saying what an extraordinarily difficult time it's been in New York and on all of our CUNY campuses as we struggle to complete the academic year amid almost inconceivable disruption, uncertainty, and anguish. As a community, we have been impacted considerably. For many of us, the crisis has been accompanied by personal loss. On behalf of the entire university, I want to offer sincere condolences to all who are grieving here today. We all have experienced the challenges in our own personal ways, but we have responded collectively, and no more so than you, the class of 2020. You have demonstrated a resilience and resolve that inspires me. You stay strong and adapted to the circumstances. Midway through your final semester, you made the transition to distance learning. Your time on campus ended abruptly and unexpectedly, but you pulled together, helped each other, made sacrifices for the greater good. I am incredibly proud of you, and despite the uncertain times ahead, I am as optimistic and excited as ever about the futures you will ultimately create for yourselves. I send my heartfelt congratulations to you and to your families who share in your accomplishments, and also to the entire campus community who celebrates today. Take a moment to reflect and to appreciate all that you have done to reach this day. Yes, we have much ahead to overcome, but stay strong, look forward, and know that you have what it takes and more to thrive. Class of 2020, remember that you're not alone and that CUNY and this chancellor will always have your back. Congratulations, muchas felicidades.
Hello, everyone. My name is Michelle Anderson, and I'm the president of Brooklyn College. And I want to welcome everyone to this celebration. Especially, I want to welcome the candidates for graduation themselves, as well as members of the CUNY Board of Trustees and other distinguished guests, faculty, staff, family, and friends of Brooklyn College. Welcome to the virtual graduation celebration for our 2020 graduates. A graduation in ordinary times is a celebration of perseverance, a celebration of strength in the face of adversity, a celebration of grit. Today, for these graduates, it is so much more so. Like all college graduates, ours today have engaged in extremely hard work in their classes. They've learned more than they thought possible. They have met all the academic challenges that our excellent faculty have sent their way. These students may have faced moments in which they did not know if they would make a grade, complete a course, or be able to stay in school. But they did. They overcame the many obstacles in their lives to continue to focus on their education and complete their degree. What's unique about this class, though, is that it had to do much more in terms of perseverance and grit. The spring semester of 2020 was like no other we have seen, with classes upended midstream and placed on remote location. The staff, students, and faculty at Brooklyn College had to switch on a dime to learn new technology, new modalities, new pedagogy, and a new way of relating to the educational moment. In what should have been their last shining semester on our beautiful tree-lined campus, these graduates instead endured a profound disruption. The COVID-19 pandemic placed extraordinary pressures on families, on society, especially here in Brooklyn. As a result, this has been an unimaginably trying semester for our graduates this year. And as you can see today, regrettably, none of them gets an in-person commencement ceremony at this time. And I'm deeply sorry for that. What's much worse, of course, some of the families of our graduating students have lost jobs or even lost loved ones as a result of the pandemic. And given this context, I know that each one of the Brooklyn College graduates today had to fight for their education and their ability to graduate today. And I want to express pride in their hard work that it took to get here. You know, the Brooklyn College motto is nothing without great effort. This is a motto that seems to have been written for today, this year, this month, this day. Today, we see the results of great determination, of purpose, of great effort across the entire graduating class. And it's a blessing to be able to honor the graduates at this time. I want to say to the graduates themselves, your families are so proud of you. Your friends are proud of you. The faculty and staff at Brooklyn College are so, so proud of you. We are all proud of what you've accomplished in the face of adversity. We have a beautiful program for you here today. It won't be the same as an in-person commencement, but I do hope you enjoy it. We hope to be able to gather again on the Brooklyn College campus to celebrate in person when it is safe to do so. Until then, though, I wish you all the very best. I hope you enjoy the program, and I send great congratulations to the class of 2020.
Hello, and welcome to the class of 2020, as well as family, friends, faculty, staff, alumni, and all who are tuning in to enjoy this special moment. I wanted to begin my welcome with, hey, all you cool cats and kittens, but I didn't want to alienate the few people who still haven't watched Tiger King on Netflix. But then again, come on, folks. You've had 3 months to find someone to share their password with you. But all jokes aside, I would like to reflect on the past few months leading up to this joyous occasion. Looking back, this last semester at Brooklyn College took an unfortunate turn, to say the least. For many, it was difficult to see the finish line amongst the confusion that came with the COVID-19 pandemic. Having just filed for graduation a few months ago, the prospect of successfully completing the spring semester seemed nearly impossible. Some of us became ill with the virus ourselves, and we couldn't muster the energy to get out of bed, let alone complete our assignments. Others had to take care of their loved ones, while worrying about employment and struggling with bills and rent. However, class of 2020, I want to remind you that adversity and struggle are not new to us, even if they may have taken on a different shape and form. We are first-generation college students who have labored to navigate the higher education system to bring pride and joy to ourselves and to our families. We are mothers and fathers who have returned to school so we can have access to greater opportunities for ourselves and for our children. We are full-time students who also work full-time to afford our New York apartments. But even with all the cards stacked up against us, we made it. We made it through the excruciating hours of organic chemistry syntheses in the sweltering New Ingersoll labs. We made it through the long hours of theater rehearsals at the Tao Center for the Performing Arts, and through endless nights of waiting for files to export in the Digital Arts Lab in Boylan Hall. We even made it through the long lines for the new spicy chicken sandwich at Popeyes. So, resilient class of 2020, we made it through our undergraduate journey all while following Brooklyn College's motto, Nil sine magno labore, nothing without great effort. So with our diplomas nearly in hand, we can say that all our hard work has finally paid off. This next part might sound cliche, but I came this far without making a 2020 reference, so hear me out. We're about to embark on a new chapter, a chapter that will be written through the strength we gain through this hardship. This struggle will forge us into the leaders of tomorrow. We have learned a new way to learn, a new way to teach, and finally a new way to succeed. As we part ways from Brooklyn College, let us never forget the motto that has carried us thus far. Let us continue to work tirelessly towards our professional and personal goals so we can enjoy the fruits of our labor and inspire the next generation with our remarkable story. A story that proved we can do anything. So congratulations, class of 2020.
Welcome, everyone. I am pleased to introduce our 2020 keynote speaker and honorary degree recipient, Sarah Deer. Sarah Deer is an outspoken advocate for the rights of Indigenous people. A member of the Muskogee Creek Nation, Deer is Chief Justice for the Prairie Island Indian Community Court of Appeals and Professor of Public Policy at the University of Kansas. Professor Deer co-authored Amnesty International's 2007 report, Maze of Injustice, which documented sexual assault and domestic violence against Native women. Her most recent book is entitled The Beginning and End of Rape, Confronting Sexual Violence in Native America. Sarah Deer has been a MacArthur Foundation Fellow, and she's also been inducted into the National Women's Hall of Fame. And we at Brooklyn College are so honored to be able to present her with this award. All right, Sarah. Ms. Sarah Deer, in recognition of your outstanding contributions to human rights, and especially to the rights of Indigenous women, by the authority vested in me by the trustees of the City University of New York, I hereby confer upon you an honorary Doctor of Humane Letters with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities which pertain thereto. Congratulations to you, and thank you so much for joining us in this virtual graduation celebration.
Thank you so much. It is truly an honor to participate. Hinch J, Machaneta, Chihome Huitlet, Chem Kathquichida, Bahodichgat, Mado Chagages, Sajafachkis. Greetings, students, families, and distinguished guests. I opened my remarks by speaking my own language, the Muskogee language, and the translation is, hello, thank you for inviting me to stand before you to talk today. I am very pleased with this invitation. Thank you for the opportunity to provide these remarks at the beginning of your new lives as college graduates. I know that sometimes commencement speeches are intended to be super inspiring and aspirational, but we are also living in unusual times. This is a very difficult time for our country, and I know that graduating this semester means that a lot of the things you were looking forward to are no longer possible, but our sacrifices, including stay-at-home orders, are a signal that we care about one another and are willing to take action to protect those around us. I know that many of you have been hit particularly hard with losing loved ones and carrying heavy loads of work, raising children, and family illnesses. But I don't want you to think of yourselves as the COVID class. I want you to think of yourselves as the class of 2020, because you've worked hard to get to this point, and that should be commended without a modifier, the class of 2020. And you can accomplish great things. I want to tell you that even a small matter can turn into a large victory. Let me tell you about one rabble-rouser who was the first Native woman to practice before the United States Supreme Court. Her name was Lyda Conley, and she fought for her people's cemetery back in the early part of the 20th century. Lyda was a citizen of the Wyandot tribe of Kansas. When she graduated from the Kansas City School of Law in 1902, she became the first woman admitted to the Kansas bar. The Wyandot tribe was going through some internal strife dating back to the 19th century. Some of the Wyandots took an offer to move to Oklahoma and continue their government there. Other Wyandots, like Lyda's family, stayed in the Kansas City area. A Wyandot cemetery had been established back in the mid-1800s. So a major dispute arose between the Kansas Wyandots and the Oklahoma Wyandots over this cemetery. The Oklahoma faction wanted to sell the land. It was quite valuable at that time, and it was on the same city block as the Carnegie Library, the Bruin Hotel, and the Masonic Temple. And then this little Indian cemetery right in the middle of downtown. The Department of Interior put the cemetery up for sale, which would no doubt have resulted in the destruction of the cemetery. Well, Lyda and her sister became quite concerned about the sale of this land where their ancestors were buried. So they spent the next 10 years fighting the sale of the land. The first action Lyda and her sisters took was to physically protect the cemetery. They erected a structure at the cemetery so they could live there around the clock and protect the burial ground. They took turns standing guard and put up a no trespassing sign around it, and they stayed there 24 hours a day. Step 2 was to file an injunction against the Department of Interior in Kansas. But she lost that first battle and eventually appeared before the U.S. Supreme Court, where she also lost. But she was not daunted. She sought a federal legislative fix, which she ultimately won. She turned to the political process when her court battles ended. In 1903, Congress repealed the bill authorizing the sale of the cemetery, and in 1916, she was successful in getting a new federal law declaring the cemetery to be a national park. But Lyda still guarded that cemetery even until the day she died. Into her late 70s, she would chase out outsiders who were trespassing on the land. She even served 10 days in jail for disturbing the peace when she was in her 70s. So today, that little cemetery still stands amidst the bustle and the hustle of downtown Kansas City, Kansas. As a Native attorney myself, I have looked to Lyda's story with fascination and appreciation. And while my legal career has not involved guarding a cemetery 24 hours a day, I have found that creativity is sometimes the key to finding justice. So I want to leave you with 3 important thoughts. They are important to remember as we head into even more uncertain times. First, take risks. There's going to be that one job or that one opportunity that seems a little too daunting, a little too tenuous. But that is where the most noteworthy benchmarks of your life will probably occur. Second, take care of yourself. No matter the career path that we choose, we sometimes are dealing with people who are very hurt, very angry, very confused, or very ambitious. And that energy can sometimes sustain you, but can also drain you. So find the things that make you happy and make a point of fitting them into your schedule. Third, when you identify something that makes you passionate, don't dismiss it as a pie in the sky aspiration. Figure out a way to make it work, short term, long term, because you know it won't happen if you give up. I worked on some federal legislation that many scholars and practitioners told me would never come to fruition. But I found a group of people who wanted to fight for a change in the law. Like Lyda, We didn't find success in the courts, but we did find success in Congress. Congratulations, best wishes. Thank you for inviting me to speak today, and thank you for the tremendous honor of receiving this honorary doctorate from this fine institution. Congratulations, class of 2020. Mado, thank you.
I am Ann Lopes, the Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs at Brooklyn College, and I am delighted to welcome you to this virtual celebration honoring the 95th graduating class of Brooklyn College. On this joyful day, we celebrate 4,462 students who have earned their degrees and certificates, 3,300 baccalaureate students, and 1,084 master's students. They are joined by 78 advanced certificate students, all to whom degrees and certificates will be conferred. This class of 2020 now joins the 160,000 proud Brooklyn College alumni community. Our graduates are extremely diverse. They come from 101 countries and speak 71 languages. Included in this class are 168 Brooklyn College employees, representing all divisions of the college. We are so proud of them, as we are of the 54 veterans and service members who are part of this year's graduating class. We will now proceed with the conferral of degrees to the Brooklyn College class of 2020. The deans of the schools of business, education, humanities and social sciences, natural and behavioral sciences, and visual, media, and performing arts will each announce the degree programs in their respective schools.
Hello, graduates. I am Suzanne Scott, and it has been my privilege to serve for the past year as the interim dean of the Murray Koppelman School of Business. I am proud to present our 2020 candidates for graduation. I've interacted personally with many of you during the past 6 years, and you never cease to inspire me with your determination and your courage. You truly exemplify the qualities of our school's namesake, Murray Koppelman. Murray's adventurous spirit, determination, and compassion propelled him from his birth to immigrant Jewish parents in Brighton Beach during the depths of the U.S. Depression to worldwide recognition as a financier and a philanthropist. Many of you before me today are on similar trajectories. It'll be a joy to watch you as you move forward. Like Murray, your Brooklyn degrees earned from the Koppelman School of Business have prepared you with the tools to make a mark in this world. It has been only a year since the School of Business earned AACSB accreditation, which placed it among the top 5% of all business schools in the world. I am privileged today to recognize you, the degree candidates in each department of the Koppelman School. Master degrees in accounting, master degrees in business management, master degrees in economics, baccalaureate degrees in accounting, baccalaureate degrees in business management, baccalaureate degrees in economics, baccalaureate degrees in finance. Congratulations to each of you. Go make us proud.
My name is April Bedford, the Dean of the School of Education. The School of Education works closely with the schools and social service agencies in Brooklyn to prepare teachers, school leaders, school counselors, and school psychologists. Over 80% of our graduates go on to work in schools and other settings in the borough of Brooklyn. I would like to recognize the degree candidates in each department. Master's degree in childhood bilingual and special education. Master's degrees in early childhood and art education. Master's degrees in school psychology, counseling, and leadership. Master's degrees in secondary education. Advanced certificate in childhood bilingual and special education. Advanced Certificate in Early Childhood and Art Education. Advanced Certificate in School Psychology, Counseling, and Leadership. Advanced Certificate in Secondary Education. Baccalaureate degrees in Childhood, Bilingual, and Special Education. Baccalaureate degrees in Early Childhood Education and Art Education. Baccalaureate degrees in Secondary Education. Congratulations to all the graduates.
Hi, my name is Kenneth Gould. I'm the Dean of the School of Humanities and Social Sciences. Humanities and Social Sciences students have essential skills in critical thinking, creative expression, and data analysis and assessment. They will apply those skills to be adaptive and resilient in a global economy and to be effective, publicly engaged citizens. Humanities and Social Sciences students are prepared to solve the most pressing problems of our time. They are the leaders and decision makers of the 21st century. I would like to recognize the degree candidates in each department and interdisciplinary program. Master's degrees in Communication Arts, Sciences, and Disorders. Master's degrees in English. Master's degrees in History. Master's degrees in Modern Languages and Literatures. Master's degrees in Political Science. Master's degrees in Sociology. Baccalaureate degrees in Africana Studies. Baccalaureate degrees in Children and Youth Studies. Baccalaureate degrees in Classics. Baccalaureate degrees in Communication. Baccalaureate degrees in Communication Arts, Sciences, and Disorders. Baccalaureate degrees in English. Baccalaureate degrees in History. Baccalaureate degrees in Judaic Studies. Baccalaureate degrees in Modern Languages and Literatures. Baccalaureate degrees in Philosophy. Baccalaureate degrees in Political Science. Baccalaureate degrees in Puerto Rican and Latino Studies. Baccalaureate degrees in Sociology. Baccalaureate degrees in Urban Sustainability. Baccalaureate degrees in Women and Gender Studies. Congratulations to all the graduates. Try to leave everything a little better than you found it.
Hello, 2020 candidates for Brooklyn College degrees. My name is Louise Hainline, and I am the Interim Dean of the School of Natural and Behavioral Sciences. I will be presenting the graduates from this school. As the world navigates a new reality caused by the rapidly moving and deadly COVID-19 pandemic, the importance of scientifically literate graduates trained to pursue careers in areas demanding a high level of basic and applied scientific knowledge is evident to all of us. This means not only healthcare workers and medical personnel caring for patients afflicted with COVID-19, but trained professionals helping us deal with the psychological anxiety and stress that this disease has brought into our lives, and the public health experts who are in the front lines of mapping the strategies for healthy social practices that can bring the epidemic to the quickest possible end. In all these efforts, we rely on individuals with backgrounds in all the sciences, building new mathematical models, novel production techniques for the creation of vaccines, and developing culturally sensitive ways to help people from so many different cultural backgrounds deal with the loss of their loved ones. Without computer scientists, how would we have managed our online classes and this virtual commencement without Zoom? I deeply regret that Brooklyn College is not able to have a traditional commencement this year to celebrate your academic and personal successes. I know this is disappointing, but you have Brooklyn resilience. Your next steps will move you toward very bright futures with your Brooklyn College degrees in hand. Our faculty and administration celebrate you as you join the illustrious graduates of Brooklyn College. Congratulations to all the graduates, and congratulations to your families who helped make the attainment of your new degrees possible. I would like now to recognize the degree candidates in each department and program. Master's degrees in biology, master's degrees in chemistry, master's degrees in computer and information science, master's degrees in earth and environmental sciences, master's degrees in health and nutrition sciences, master's degrees in kinesiology, master's degrees in psychology, advanced certificates in health and nutrition sciences, baccalaureate degrees in anthropology and archaeology, baccalaureate degrees in biology, baccalaureate degrees in chemistry, baccalaureate degrees in computer and information science, baccalaureate degrees in earth and environmental sciences, baccalaureate degrees in kinesiology, baccalaureate degrees in mathematics, baccalaureate degrees in physics, and baccalaureate degrees in psychology. Congratulations to all the graduates.
I am Maria Ann Kennelly, the Dean of the School of Visual Media and Performing Arts. Today, we celebrate our graduates. We are living through extraordinary times, but you are all extraordinary people. You have demonstrated your strength and resilience. It is what brought you here today. I expect that you will excel in your chosen professions. The arts are needed now more than ever. I thank the faculty who taught, mentored, and guided you. To the graduates, I am proud to have been your dean, to know you, and to present you today. I would now like to recognize the degree candidates in each department. Master's degrees in art. Master's degrees in the Barry R. Fierstein Graduate School of Cinema. Master's degrees in the Conservatory of Music. Master's degrees in Performance and Interactive Media Arts. Master's degrees in Television and Radio. Master's degrees in Theater. Advanced certificates in the Conservatory of Music. Baccalaureate degrees in art. Baccalaureate degrees in the Conservatory of Music. Baccalaureate degrees in film. Baccalaureate degrees in television and radio. Baccalaureate degrees in theater. Congratulations to all the graduates.
Established in 1971, the City University of New York Baccalaureate for Unique and Interdisciplinary Studies provides students with a flexible, academically challenging way to earn degrees while giving them a large share of the responsibility for the content of those degrees. I would like to recognize the degree candidates from the City University of New York Baccalaureate for Unique and Interdisciplinary Studies program. Congratulations to the graduates.
All right, everyone, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. Students in the Brooklyn College class of 2020. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the City University of New York, I hereby confer upon you each of your respective degrees with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities which pertain thereto. On behalf of the entire Brooklyn College community, I want to say to you, congratulations. Yay.
When you walk through the storm, keep your